Hi, it's Kathy, and we're on another morning walk. So let's go and listen to me babble. So most days I don't wear makeup because I'm retired now. Let me tell you, Oprah one time said, you know, your best part of your life is 50, and I didn't believe her till I turned 50, and it's great. But now that I'm 60, it's even better because vanity is gone. I don't care whether or not I wear makeup, what people think about what I'm wearing, because I'm 60. I'm an old lady. I could wear what I want to, almost. And and it feels good. Come on, Titan. You can't just keep bossing me around, little dog. He always thinks he could boss me around. And just because he usually is able to, doesn't mean that he can always do that. So anyway, today started out pretty good. I told my husband, I said, if I don't get out of the house and go somewhere different, I'm going to go crazy. Now that did not mean, yeah, I want to go to the mall and hang out. I want to go grocery shopping for no reason or anything like that. I just wanted to get in the car, drive over to our local park, which if you get there really early, and I'm talking like 7:30 in the morning, there's no one there. So I said, take me to the park at 7:30. It'll be nice and cool outside. I'll get to see something different. The dog will get to see something different, and I would really appreciate it. And my husband, and he's just so glad to be working from home. He's loving just staying at home. But I really wanted to go ahead and do that. So he agreed. He said, okay, first thing when I wake up. And God love the man. He didn't go to sleep till 1 o'clock, and I have no clue why, except he'll say, oh, I'm coming right to bed, and he winds up watching something on TV. Who knows? Usually it's some kind of movie that he knows I'm not interested in. So anyway, he woke up at 7 o'clock and took the dog and I to our local park, which was really great. I know it was really great for Titan because every 2 steps he had to smell something. A blade of grass, a park bench, light posts, trash cans, everything. He was in doggy heaven, and he was loving it. And usually not anybody there. I think in the whole park, and this is a pretty big size park. It's one of those ones that's built where there's 2 soccer fields and a football field and an actual playground for kids. So it's a pretty big park. And like I said, and usually there's hardly anybody, and that's the case what it was today. I think we saw 4 people, and when we'd see people coming, we would step further away, and everybody said hi and smiled, and it was real nice. So it really was nice for me. I really enjoyed it. I think my husband felt sleep deprived. Probably more likely of the mind that, okay, click, I got that taken care of. Because I really was. I was getting weepy. And it's not like me to go get weepy about, hey, I want to go to the park. I was having a moment. And usually I've been, I try to make the best of things and all like that. But I think what it is, and I think what it is for a lot of people is, if you turn on the news, every single station has something about the VIRIS going on. And then if you get on the internet, every time you go to some website, there's a little clicker thing telling you to go to the to the health, telling you to go and check out actual information on the virus from the .gov site. So And then you're hearing about the unemployment going on right now, which is related to the virus. So it's just sort of being trapped in the house and hearing bad news, 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 bad news. And I guess maybe it's a first world problem. I don't know, because if you're not in the first world, then you don't have time to be sitting there listening to the news and thinking about it, because you're worried about making sure the family has the next meal. But it was just really starting to get to me. That and I don't know, just it's hard even to say. I don't know if you can hear one of the neighbors has their mowers going. I'll tell you what, everybody being home, everybody's got the nicest lawns right now. Just killing my sinuses though. But anyway, it's a difficult time, and I know I'm telling you all to try and keep a stiff upper lip, look for the rainbow on the other side of this. But sometimes I think we all go through that, and I'm human. I don't ever think I'm like, well, I'll just dispense this belief because I'm so perfect. These kind of things never happen to me. I never feel discouraged. No, that's not true, because I am human, and sometimes I do feel discouraged, and sometimes I do feel overwhelmed. And I don't feel, because I'm 60, I don't feel the need to go ahead and pretend that my life is this perfect, best life ever kind of thing. Sometimes things get on my nerves, sometimes things bother me, and sometimes I'm not the kind of person I want to be. And it feels good to be able to admit that, because when you're younger, you really don't want to admit it. You like to go ahead and say, well, I'd be happy if such and such was happening. I'd be happy if that. But I'm more accepting of who I am and how I feel, and I take more ownership of why I feel a certain way. I think one of the things, my husband is very, I tease him sometimes, I call him Spock, not because he's a Star Trek fan, which I'm not saying anything against Star Trek fans, but he really, because that's just how he is, he just doesn't, emotions kind of overwhelm him, and so if you start crying, it just sets all the red flags start going up, and he feels he's got to save the day, and he'll try and talk reason to me. And when you're feeling upset about things that are totally out of your control, which is what we were talking about yesterday, things that are in your control and out of your control, yeah, you do know, you do have a reason. You do have the reason to be able to know, yeah, this is what's bothering me. But that doesn't always mean that it doesn't bother you. What you doing? I thought you got all your sniffy out. You want to go look at the lake and see if any duckies are here today? You could look at the ducks from a distance so they don't quack at you. That's fun, huh? Anyway, so going to the park really did help me this morning. I got to see other human beings, so I didn't feel like I was living in the middle of a horror movie where we were the last two people in line, alive, and not like I feared zombies were coming to the door, but it's just nice to see other people from time to time, and I felt better about it. So when I tell you when I try and state some reason and all, it doesn't mean that I don't also fall into that, because again, I'm human. So I had a human moment yesterday, late into the evening, and now they went to the park. I'm pretty much over it now, which is a good thing. Anyway, heard some sad things though with all the people staying home. I know that there's an uptick in, there's been an uptick on, on child abuse since this hunker down kind of period. What you doing? Where are you taking me? And domestic dispute and calls to the suicide hotline have been going up. Now, I don't know the actual numbers. I'm sure if you look it up on Dr. Google, you could find that out. But, that was depressing to me too, because I really don't like, it bothers me when I hear that children are abused. It really does. It breaks my heart. Oh, now I don't know, you can't see this, but somebody written wrote, "When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you." Psalms 56:3. They wrote that in chalk on the sidewalk. Oh, that's so nice. Now look, there's a park here at the end of this nature trail, and I usually don't go to it, but it sounds like someone's with a chainsaw. So immediately, I always think, chainsaw massacre, because it's Texas. But I know they're trying to keep some of the, there had been a tree that had gotten broken down during a storm a while back, and they never fixed it. Now I guess they're fixing it. So, anyway, they're really working hard on that. It makes it easier to get around. Makes it easier to get around the little bend. Anyway, I think Titan's finished with seeing all this. So, I'm trying to think of what I should leave you with today over the racket of the, they've also got it on fire. Oh, how wonderful. Titan says he wants nothing to do with it. But anyway, I'll try and think of something to go ahead and help you out. I really appreciate, I do want to say, and I know I've said this before, I appreciate all those healthcare workers, from physicians to surgeons to doctors to home health aides to the people who clean the hospital rooms. That's a dangerous job too. I mean, first responders, people who are working in grocery stores, people who are working in restaurants right now to make sure that people are being fed. So before I go anywhere or say anything, I do want to thank each and every one of you. There's just no way I could truly say how much I appreciate it. And I wish more people would tell you, because I know it's beyond words for me, just beyond words. I keep you in my prayers every night. Anyway, I just want to tell you, don't give up. We're going to make it through. We're all going to be together. Maybe you can hear somebody on YouTube, maybe me, who makes you think, you know what, I'm not really alone. Someone else is seeing this the way I'm seeing it. Someone else is feeling the stress that I'm feeling. And yeah, someone cares. And I do care, because I know it's difficult on all of us. So, thank you parents who are doing a good job with your kids. Thank you teachers who are working to help parents educate their kids during this time of brief separation. And thank you to my husband for bringing me to the park today. I love you, honey. And last but not least, I love you, Titan, for always being a good boy. Anyway, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.